Hello and welcome back to another Essa Group practice test for the naturalization interview. Again, this practice test is going to cover civics, reading, and writing, the civics, reading, and writing portions of the U.S. citizenship interview. This practice test will once again include 10 civics questions, 3 reading sentences, and 3 writing sentences. All right, let's get started. The civics questions, you need to answer 6 of the 10 civics questions correctly in order to pass the civics portion of the exam. All right, so let's try 10. See if you could get at least 6 of 10. All right, what is one right or freedom from the First Amendment? What is one right or freedom from the First Amendment? Remember, you can always ask the officer to repeat the question if you didn't hear it correctly. All right, just one of these: freedom of speech, religion, assembly, press, or to petition the government. Okay, any one of those would be great. We elect a U.S. Senator for how many years? We elect a U.S. Senator for how many years? That would be 6. And remember, Senator, 6. Okay? All right. Who is the Commander-in-Chief of the military? Who is the Commander-in-Chief of the military? That would be the President. The President. There were 13 original states. Name 3. Okay, name any 3 of these: New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, or Georgia. Any 3 of those. What did Susan B. Anthony do? What did Susan B. Anthony do? She fought for women's rights. She fought for civil rights. Either way. When was the Constitution written? When was the Constitution written? 1787. 1787. Why did the colonists fight the British? Just one reason. Why did the colonists fight the British? Because of high taxes, taxation without representation. Because the British Army stayed in their houses. It was called boarding or quartering. Because they didn't have self-government. Any of those answers would be correct. What are the 2 major political parties in the United States? The 2 major political parties in the United States. We have the Democratic and the Republican Party. The Democratic and the Republicans. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? Thomas Jefferson. That would be Thomas Jefferson. You can just say Jefferson. That's fine too. Before he was president, Eisenhower was a general. What war was he in? Before he was president, Eisenhower was a general. What war was he in? He was in World War II. World War II. All right, let's hope you got at least 6 out of 10 questions correct. And then that would that would be enough for the civics portion of the exam. As soon as you get 6 correct, that's it. They don't keep asking you up to 10. Okay. All right, let's move on to the reading sentences. You'll need to read 1 of the 3 reading sentences correctly to pass the reading portion of the exam. Right? Just 1. And as soon as you read it correctly, that's it. They won't make you read all 3. All right, try this one. When is President's Day? When is President's Day? Okay, how about this one? What do we have to pay to the government? What do we have to pay to the government? Okay, one more. When is Thanksgiving? When is Thanksgiving? All right. And now please remember, don't worry about your accent. If the officer can understand you, that's fine. And they're used to many different accents. As long as you are close and you understand what you're saying, then that should be fine. Okay? Let's try some writing sentences. You'll need to write 1 of the 3 writing sentences correctly to pass the writing portion of the exam. Just 1 again, and as soon as you get the first one right, that's it, right? They do not take off marks for punctuation or capitalization. You do want to try to spell things as close as possible. And please remember to ask the officer to repeat the sentence so you can write it down correctly, right? So listen carefully and write the following sentence. President's Day is in February. President's Day is in February. One more time. President's Day is in February. You want to check it here, right there. President's Day is in February. Try to remember that extra R in February. A lot of kids say February, just to remember that R, okay? All right, so listen carefully and please write this sentence. We pay taxes. We pay taxes. Check your answer here. We pay taxes. All right. Listen carefully and try this sentence. Thanksgiving is in November. Thanksgiving is in November. And you want to check your answer here. Thanksgiving is in November. Okay. And again, capitalization and punctuation they won't take points off for that. But if you can remember to capitalize the first letter in the sentence and put a period at the end, that's good. That helps. All right. And then that's it. So I hope you passed, got at least 6 out of 10 of the civics, 1 out of 3 of the reading, and 1 out of 3 of the writing. Subscribe below, and you'll get the next practice test delivered right to your inbox. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.